Hello everyone and welcome back to another 5K tennis discussion. Today is Sunday, April the 20th, 2020, and it is Easter Sunday, so happy Easter to everyone. If it's not Easter for you, obviously we hope that everything is well for you. Much love and the same love no matter what. Another thing,
it's April 12th actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Easter Sunday, nonetheless.
Right,
so
yeah.
I'm great about getting the date wrong.
Yeah, he said April 20th. No, we're not. It's April 12th.
Yeah, and I wrote here Saturday, April the 12th. So happy Easter, everyone. And again, Easter or not, much love to all of you. We have 5 children, and our middle child of 5 is Liliana. She turned 11 years old today. We celebrated it yesterday, so happy birthday, Liliana. And also on this video, we're going to attempt to do the 100 volley challenge that Andy Murray did with his wife and Novak Djokovic did with his wife as well. So we'll try that at the end, and so stay tuned because when we get up from here, we're going to go down and attempt that for you guys. That was actually a request from BDog02. What's up, BDog02? BDog02 has been with us since day one. And he is probably the one brother out there that keeps my head screwed on when I push the envelope too far. So much love to B-Dog. Got a lot of love for you, bro. So the 100-ball challenge is for you. All right, so let's start out with the topics that we came across in tennis. And basically how we're going to do this is I'm going to ask Carla about the topic that I came across. And she will basically answer whether or not she's interested or not. And hopefully you guys in the comment field below will comment as well. We have a daughter singing today, so we want to watch that. So we're going to do this show recorded instead of live. I'm going to ask Carla some rapid fire questions at the end that we haven't done in a while, so that'll be fun. And then again, the 100-ball challenge. All right, first topic up, the women's side of the Rogers Cup, and I think it's Montreal, by the way, where it takes place. But the women's side of the Rogers Cup has been canceled. Interested, Carla, or was that to be expected, or what are your thoughts?
I think we can expect that everything will be canceled this year. Isn't that the Rogers Cup or Montreal Cup around?
No, it's the Rogers Cup. It's just the women's version
Okay, so
of it.
is the Rogers Cup, when is it held? July?
It's before the U.S. Open. It's after grass. So, yeah,
It's gotta be
August maybe?
August. What does that tell you? August, and a tournament got canceled. That's pretty much the forecast for tennis. Interested? No, not really. I think we all know that.
You know, I just thought of something. You're born August 8th. Roger Federer's born August 8th.
Mm-hmm.
The Rogers Cup is on August the 8th. A lot of 8/8s running around in here.
Yeah, so is Felix Sachet Elysium. It's August 8th.
Good knowledge
See,
drop.
the talented people.
You know, my thoughts on the tournament being canceled, you know, unfortunate, to be expected, yes. Sorry for Bianca Andreescu, especially if she was healthy, so she won't be able to retain her title, but I think they froze points. So actually, I think she will hold down with the likes of Djokovic and Halep as being major title winners in a sense that didn't have to actually play it. So I don't know how that'll play out.
Didn't Canada force them to cancel it? Or what?
Yeah, it's canceled. Now the Rogers Cup, the men's side of that takes place in Toronto. Is it Toronto where the men's side takes place, or do I have that wrong?
I'm not sure.
But anyway, there's still no word on that, but I'm assuming it will follow suit.
Sure.
You know, a lot of the things I keep reading, whether it's tennis news or mainstream news or any type of news, is the new normal that we can kind of get used to in a sense. And I don't want to talk about this. We talked about it yesterday, but the new normals that I keep reading about until maybe we have a fix for this issue, vaccine or whatever it may be, is a lot of social control, a lot of social distancing, a lot of these words socials mixed up that have never been anything outside of old textbooks until now. So hopefully this new odd normal doesn't last very long. We're definitely ready to get back into some fantasy team selections, and we're definitely ready to get back into breaking down matches and tournaments. Hopefully this ends sooner than later. Second topic, more and more signs indicate that the U.S. Open is in essence, you know, as good as being canceled at this point. No firm word on that, but thoughts on that, Carla?
I just don't see how they're going to do it. I mean, this is old news. There really isn't much in tennis not much going on in tennis, but I think this is old news for us. I mean, right now they have, didn't they put like a medical facility or something?
Yeah, inside their indoor training court facility, which surely a lot of players use to warm up for their matches.
And New York has hit the hardest so far. So I just don't see this happening. The mayor of New York city just canceled all the school, and usually school ends at the end of June for New Yorkers,
Right.
and school has been closed. They're not going back to school. I mean, that tells you a lot right there.
Yeah, again, to be expected. We've talked about this ad nauseum as well. But I will kind of further that with some news, and this is a little bit of kind of old news, that there's a handful of players with the likes of John Isner, Rafael Nadal, that are going to take place, and many others are going to take place in a virtual tennis tournament called the Virtual Madrid Open or something like that. Obviously, that's a video game or some type of version thereof, whether it's virtual reality or I'm not sure if it's a game, what platform or what. Do you have any interest in that, Carla, whatsoever?
No, but I think it's good for tennis fans to keep the tennis interesting. You know, there's some people that don't play, so this is good for them. You know, maybe for someone like a tennis player, they probably wouldn't care too much, or they don't play video games. But it's good. I mean, they got to do something to keep it exciting because we do need sports.
You know, absolutely. It doesn't interest me a lot, but, you know, I think it would be something that I would entertain just for the flavor of it because I've never quite seen anything like it. I'm surprised Naomi Osaka isn't involved in it because I know she's a big gamer, and I don't mean that jokingly.
Maybe we haven't. Maybe we should check her Instagram. I don't know.
So, is this part of the beginning of the new norm, or are we going to delve off into virtual tennis tournaments? Is this something to come? I know they do Madden tournaments like NFL football on PlayStation or whatever. They do, or Xbox One. They do Madden tournaments, so it'd be pretty cool. Maybe.
I hope this is not the normal because I've been watching a lot of shows like the news and we watch an SNL, right?
Saturday Night Live.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Now the video game thing is interesting for us because when Carla and I met many years ago, we used to play on an old PlayStation 2. This game, it was a tennis game. And when this began, we had an old PS2, but didn't have any parts to it, so we couldn't really play it. But when this happened, we got old parts for it. Ordered the old game. I think it was like $2 or $3. Ordered some beat up controllers, and we've been playing it, and we've had a good time doing so. So I think it's a good thing, but obviously it's not going to become near the real thing. But hey, good for trying.
Right.
Another topic, real quickly, and we can discuss this, is a movie. A current film producer is making a movie about Boris Becker's early life and career. Thoughts on that, Carla? Interested?
I thought I saw all that already.
Well, there's something you have seen, and I have that written in, and we're on the same brainwave.
I've seen his biography and all that. I mean...
Okay, so she took the word. She wasn't involved doing this. We wanted to kind of approach this a little bit differently. She is correct. There is a movie, by the way, currently in production or being made that's about Boris Becker's early career. Now, you haven't seen the movie because it's not out yet, but you and I have seen multiple things together.
Yeah.
And I'm going to name the one that you're talking about that you and I watched together. Now, he wasn't in it as the predominant figure. He was just in it along with people like Goran Ivanisevic, Philippoussis, and Steek. And if you remember just follow me here and you'll remember it.
I am following you, but I saw another one.
I think we've seen quite a few things on Boris
there's
Becker
one that was all
years.
German, and they had to put the translation for us.
I remember that one as well. But there's a movie that I'm going to bring up that has him in it, along with a lot of other struggling tennis players. He wasn't one of the struggling ones. He was one of the ones being treated to all whatever he needed. But the movie that everyone should check out, if you are able to do so, it's called The Journeyman.
Oh, yeah.
The Journeyman was a movie that came out in probably 2002, 3, or 4, somewhere in there because I was in Vermont and watched it there, and I was there in those years and longer. But the movie, the gist of the movie is if you're a party player, someone outside the top 100, 150, and you like to party and go out to the I'm not picking on Kyrgios or some of these YouTubers out here that do tennis channels. It looks like they're just having fun and goofing off the whole time. But that's the kind of flavor that the main characters are. Your proverbial partier, living on, whatever you can survive off of, not really in it to win it, at least do the career, but in it more for the life, the parties and so forth. It's pretty common, but during this movie, the young man, I think he called himself the worst player to ever beat Pete Sampras. Remember, he beat Pete Sampras in one.
It was a good movie. You should watch it.
So it's about the struggle of this young man that really was just a partier, and along the way, he would beg people like Goran Ivanisevic to play doubles with him, and it was always, everything was all jokey and hanging out with the boys. Kind of the predominant thing that's wrong with U.S. men's tennis today. Everyone takes it as kind of a college party joke. We see some of these YouTube channels out there, and it looks like it's always a party, but that's not what hard work in tennis is all about. But the movie The Journeyman is about why it's not conducive to a good tennis career to do that, because here the guy is that they're talking about in the movie that meets all these guys, and then when he grows up a little bit and gets out of partying and he finds himself a little out of shape and now he can't play really anymore, he wishes he could go back in time and not
He's a coach now.
And he's a coach now, and got into coaching. So it ends up as a great story, but it really shares with you the strife that goes on tennis tour. And I know Becker was in that movie at points in his prime.
Right.
So anyway, it interests me a little bit, but we know Becker has been through some off-court issues with the struggles with the best of us. So I'm sure there's a lot of help with him financially for that. So I would watch it just to support him. He's a great champion.
Yeah, definitely watch it. I mean, his story is great. Tip for guys out there: don't cheat on your women, and you're gonna lose your money.
Old saying: never lie,
Just saying.
never lie, never steal, never cheat. The best of us do it, but we have things like Easter that can help us become better people, or just karma in general. All right, last topic, and we'll get into the 12 rapid fire questions and shoot outside for the 100-ball challenge. Eugenie Bouchard agrees to date a fan. Again, doesn't she do this before? Doesn't she show pictures of her?
Who cares?
She shows pictures of her butt, and then the first person that says, "Oh, I like your butt," she says, "Okay, I'll go out on a date with." Is that how it works?
I'll put it to you this way: if she asked my son out, I would tell him, "No way."
He would say no. He would say no. Anyway, no interest about that. We've talked about Eugenie Bouchard and her butt endeavors, which she has
There's no butt.
There is no butt.
Anyways, yeah, no.
So no interest whatsoever. Good
Who
luck.
cares?
Good fan. Have a good luck on the date, because I can assure you it's not going to last very long after that. Maybe so. All right, 12 rapid fire questions. How this works is I'm going to ask Carla and all of you 12 questions. And in the comment field, you can leave your answer, and you can just put the question number, and maybe next show we'll read some of them back off. Now, because we're doing this recorded and not live, we might discuss each question a little bit, maybe a little bit, just pass it by. But this is ultimately to be a little expedient, so you all can have a great Sunday. All right? So, actually, should we do like a set of strings giveaway or something for like the best answers, or would that be too biased, picking the right answers? Would that be too opinionated? Maybe someone out there can vote on the best answers, and maybe we can send them a prize. Anyway, in comments, we can work it out. That's how family works. We discuss things. All right, 12 rapid-fire questions. You ready to go, Carla?
Yep.
You ready to go, everyone? All right, answer these questions as soon as you hear them, if you can, without thinking too terribly much, hence why it's called rapid-fire questions. Question number 1. Carla, all of you, if you had to stick with one of these choices forever, choose one. Take a left or take a right. If you always had to go left or right, which way do you want to go?
Right.
Why would you choose right?
Because I'm righty.
It just sounds right and you're right-handed?
Yeah.
I had a couple of experiences in life, and for some reason, I would see the light towards the right and darkness to the front, so I would always go right towards the light. So I'm going to go right as well. Question number 2. Carla. Yesterday, you dealt with a very demeaning racial slur from someone you thought you knew, and a pretty harsh racial slur, but in essence, directly to you.
Right.
And you thought you knew this person pretty well. How did that make you feel? And by the way, if someone you knew or thought you knew demeaned you with a racial slur, basically to your face, in essence, how would that make you feel? Carla, how did it make you feel yesterday?
It brought back a lot of memories of stuff I've dealt with throughout my whole life, and what I'm dealing with right now, we deal with at the courts. Just because I think I'm Spanish or I look different. I don't think I would ever ask somebody, "Did you come here illegally?" I don't think I would ever ask somebody that.
Carla was asked yesterday by supposedly another coach.
I mean, how do you know there's some people...
Like, how did she get here? You should be thankful to be here. You probably came here illegally.
Yeah, it was not good. It brought me back down to earth. That no reason why I'm a hard ass is because of those type of people.
She didn't even say anything. She just was approached with, "Did you come to this country legally?" She's like, "I'm from New York." "Well, were your parents legal?" Really beat her up about it, hurt her feelings about it. So I'm sorry you went through that. I wasn't there, but kind of found out about after the point, and I thought to myself, "You're supposed to be a coach, and you're slandering someone racially."
Back, but I don't feel the same anymore.
All right, question number 3. Sorry you had to deal with that, but again, we look at negativity with the positive. Okay, at least I learned something new every day, and that person is not who we thought that they may be. Anyway, question number 3. The worst part about being stuck inside, and the best part about being stuck inside. Go.
I guess the best part is that you can get more things done than usual. Because, we're always busy, right? Mm-hmm. And the best part of being outside, you can work out.
Well, the best part about being inside, and I'll say The worst part about being stuck inside is what? I think you said
the worst part
part.
The worst part is with all the kids in the house. They drive me nuts.
Okay, and then the best part about
the best part is that you can catch up on things.
All right. The worst part for me is that our lessons have dropped off basically completely. So I like to be out there and teach, and of course that pays the bills. So that's the worst part. However, the best part is nature, in my opinion, looks cleaner. The water looks cleaner. You can hear the animals. They're chirping. They're out. They're stirring around. So to me, that's the best part. Everything seems more lively. Question number 4. If you could correct one mistake you made in your life, what would it be?
I should have played harder tennis. I should have listened to my dad.
I would say that as well, on top of making a mistake that cost me a few years of my life, but nonetheless, I wouldn't have met you if not because of that. So I'm glad I had some freedom loss in a weird way. Question number 5. What are you most grateful for?
For my family.
I wrote the same. Family and kids, of course, my wife.
Yeah, that's family.
Question number 6. I feel lost when I don't have my blank.
My family around me.
I was going to say my wife around me. Like,
yeah.
We've worked together as a pair with tennis for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
So when I'm not, and then we of course live in the same houses. So when you're not, even if I go to the store and you're not like
we're
right
always
next to
together.
me, yeah, it's kind of odd.
We're always together.
Yeah, it feels like something's messed up. Number 7, not Carla. Oh, number 7. This is for you and her, obviously. Not that any of you play any video games. But if you had to play 1 or 2, given our current situation, and 1 or 2 games only, what games would they be? Note this, that you must, the hypothetical situation is that you are playing it alone.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think to me the original Mario Brothers game on Nintendo is the best one to play over and over. And Final Fantasy. Jonathan's right. He just showed it to me.
I remember old Mario. I remember when I got pretty good at it, I would go to like level 3, 4 and step on the duck until you got like 40 men. And then you would go to like level 4, 1 and warp right to 8, 1 and then finish it on 8, 4.
I like going through the whole thing. I didn't like cheating.
Yeah, there was an original game called Contra where you could hit up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start, and you would get 30 men, so you could go right through Contra. Still remember that. The original Zelda, don't forget that on NES. Smash Court Pro Tennis Tournament 2 that we have on PS2.
You play alone, it's cool.
Yeah, because you have an exhibition.
Yeah.
Or, no, a career.
I also like the original Atari, the ping.
Oh, I did too. Yeah.
Ping. I used to be hooked on it for hours, and it'd be like...
And then it got faster, yeah. kind of like volleying. Yeah, this is like volleying. Here's 2 more games that I like.
Centipede was good, the Centipede.
Yeah, I wasn't a Centipede fan. Miss Pac-Man because she was faster than Pac-Man.
No.
Cool Borders 2 on PS2, and Tetris. Don't forget about Tetris. All right, question number 8. Carla, you are a very good tennis racket stringer, but aren't a big fan of doing so. Why?
It feels like I'm in an office doing work. I don't like that. I like being outside.
I hear that a lot. Again, I'm sure PCS stringing's out there, and Tennis Alley, and a lot of you other stringers. When you have a passion for something, it's not about the money. It's kind of, they mention kind of speed sometimes. I've never been the fastest stringer, but, just for something to give myself internal competition. I'll look at the oven, right? And I'll say, what time is it, Carla?
Yeah, he does.
And I'll speed test myself just to stay fresh. But I have a passion for it. I can string basically all day. Put some music on, and I'm good to go. Okay, number 10. Question number 10. Number 9, Number 9. Question number 9. If you had the power to change one thing and one thing only in the world, what would it be?
Racism.
Okay, because you dealt with that yesterday. I was gonna say that too, but I knew you dealt with it yesterday and figured you would say that.
Yeah.
How about the lack of kindness? What could be in of itself the same thing, but
same thing.
The lack of kindness, the lack of lending a helping hand. Sometimes you see some elderly person walking in a store and a young dude walks in 2 feet in front of her and lets the door shut in her face. Just little things. If we were all more kind, I think we would have a better time of working together as one. Again, that's what we try to do to this channel. We are, why do you guys block people? Why do you, it's because we just want to have a good situation.
I get some stupid messages all the time.
And we just block it and move on.
Yeah.
All right, question number 10. Did you know that avocado and pumpkins were fruits?
I knew that, yes, because they have a seed. Yeah, I knew that.
Look, I wasn't quite sure. I thought that, I heard that avocados might have been kind of in the legume family, which is, because of the fat and protein content.
No, I knew because it has a seed. It is, just like tomatoes.
Yeah, Also, the pumpkin I thought might have been in a squash type category.
Could be. That
But
makes sense.
but I think squash is just kind of a subspecies within the greater species of
that
fruit.
makes sense, yeah.
Not sure though, but anyway, I did not know that. Question number 11. Choose one. I prefer to dress casual, or I prefer to get dressed up.
What do you think, Justin?
I don't think either one of us has been dressed up except twice in like the past 10
Casual.
years.
The only reason I would dress up is to go out. Yeah, which we don't. So, casual.
I would feel I've worn the same. I've worn.
And you too, Jonathan, who's shaking his head.
Yeah, I've
He
worn.
hates to dress up.
No, he likes to dress up.
No, he doesn't. When I make him put like nice clothes on, he doesn't like it.
But when he's in his Air Force stuff,
Yeah, but that's different.
What?
or military, whatever.
All right, next question.
All right, question number 12, and this is the last question. True or false? I would rather give than to receive.
I would rather give, hands down. Yeah.
True, very true for me. The best part about giving is the love you gain internally from doing so, the feeling of kindness, love, giving, sharing, positive energy, good karma, soul soothing, and the like is priceless. So
We've met a lot of great people that are very giving. Don't get me wrong. And there's very few people that I've dealt with that are just ignorant. But there's a lot of people that I don't know, strangers, that were very good to us. Like, we didn't know them, especially when you got hurt. So
the reason why I mentioned that last is for exactly your statement that you just made. We have done this show now for almost 2 years. There are a handful of you guys, B-Dog02, Rajesh Kumar, Wainam Chia.
people in the island that we never even met before that were very kind.
Yeah, so when I blew out my knee, you guys, and surely more that I mentioned, but Rajesh Kumar, B-Dog02, Wainam Chia, people here on the island, in essence saved us from family failure in a way by being very supportive in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, we're going to go outside and attempt this 100 volley challenge, so wish us luck. We'll give it our best shot. This one's for you, B-Dog. Much love to you, and much love to all of you. Happy Easter, and if Easter's not your thing, then again, much love to you either way. And stay safe. If not for you, there is no us. So we salute you, our players box.
And I gotta say, good job, Alina. My body paid the price today.
Oh yeah,
I got sunburned. My legs. I couldn't walk last night. I'm tired today.
yeah. So there was
I finally feel my age.
There was a big moment yesterday. So if she's watching, maybe you can tag her in the video and give her the time where it is.
I'm proud of her.
So we have a student, and we've given her, a pretty rough time, and we've gotten to know her parents pretty well. Really great people. And her daughter, or Mary Day's daughter, Alina Day and Stephen Day's daughter, who is a good little tennis player. She's getting older now, 10th grade. Actually had a drill that she's never come close to beating Carla in, and that's just to play a set straight up. One set, not a match. And Carla actually lost that set yesterday. So well-deserved from Alina. She played well. She struck the ball well. She made it early. Her serve was on.
She was risky, so she had to be with
I
it.
thought she played better with the Ytex whole co-poly setup than she did with the more deadened multi-filament strings, but nonetheless, I think there's some arm debate that goes back many years about juniors playing with full poly or a hybrid thereof. But co-poly, soft co-polys are a good variable to meet in between, and Ytex does a good job with that. But again, that's a debate that's existed for many years, and a good debate therein. So your thoughts on that? Juniors, strong juniors, I'm not talking about a 6-year-old, 15, 16-year-old, she's 16, she's driving, 16-year-old girl, strong, using a soft co-poly as a full string bed. So thoughts on that? All right, guys, we're going outside to do the 100 ball challenge. Wish us luck. Subscribe. I never asked, but subscribe. Peace out. All right, guys, we're going to attempt the 100 volley challenge that Andy Murray and his wife kind of postulated for tennis partners out here, right?
Yep.
So we're dealing with a lot of wind. It's a little windy today, so we'll give it our best shot and see what happens. You ready?
Yep, ready.
Let's go.